Marquee matchups all over the upstate with region play in full swing. It's week 8 of Fairway Ford Friday Night Hits right now. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. We begin tonight down in Clinton, where the unbeaten Red Devils are having a year to remember, hosting Chapman on a roll in a massive region showdown. Julie Morris with our game of the week, and it was a good one.
Clinton and Chapman enter this matchup undefeated in region play, with the Panthers riding a 3-game win streak and the Red Devils looking for their 8th win of the season. First quarter, Chapman putting together a nice drive on its opening possession. On 3rd and goal, Drew Settle hits DJ Black for a score. Panthers up 7-0 early. But Clinton responds quickly. Still in the first, Red Devils running back Ja'Cory Gary taking it in from a short distance. Tie game 7-7. It's a back-and-forth battle early. One of the best plays of the game coming here. Check out Black. Even after contact, he just keeps going. That sets up another Chapman touchdown. Settle to Sean Cunningham. Panthers retake the lead. They're up 14-7 at the end of the first. Panthers score another touchdown in the second to increase their lead to 14, but Clinton still fighting. Davis Wilson throws a great ball to Justin Copeland. Red Devils cut the Panthers' lead to 8. Chapman's up 21-13 at the break. Clinton pulls within 2 in the third, and at the start of the fourth, the Red Devils take the lead. Bryson James punching it in. Clinton's up 26-21. But an unbelievable play here. On 4th and 24, Settle heaves it into the end zone, and it's a Chapman touchdown. Panthers up 27-26. The Red Devils have the ball with a few minutes left in the game, but they can't put together a scoring drive. An exciting game in Clinton ends with Chapman on top. The Panthers win it 27-26.
This team's super close. They're going to keep fighting for each other. That's a great football team right there. I'm just super proud of our guys tonight.
Clinton plays at Emerald next Friday. Chapman plays at Union County. In Clinton, I'm Julia Morris, WYFF News 4 Sports.
4th and 24. Unbelievable, Julia. Thank you. What a win for Chapman. Not the records you would expect out of Dorman or Burns, but both teams obviously full of talent. The Rebels snapped a 4-game skid last Friday, hosting Dorman tonight. Cavs finding their footing in the second half of the season after a slow start. But they did drop a heartbreaker at home last week to Gaffney. On the other side, Rebels quarterback Gabe Rogers threw for over 600 yards in their win last week, and he hits big Thomas Gregory early, and Thomas Gregory shaking a tackle. Oh, and look at the big fella run, rumbling, and he is stumbling. Not much stumbling there. He's a straight shot right in the end zone for the Burns touchdown, and they lead 7-0 in the early go. And now the Rebels punting from deep in their territory. Dorman's Kendall Norman. Oh, he gets it on the run, and he's got a full head of steam, and he is off and running. Mr. Norman into the end zone for a Dorman touchdown to tie the game up at 7. Second quarter now. Dorman's Hudson Talley. Oh, he drops the biscuit in the basket to Tyson Rogers on the receiving end of that beautiful throw. Other end of the rainbow right there. At halftime, Dorman leads 14-10. Fast forward, late fourth quarter, 2 minutes left. Burns trails 17-13. Rogers, an absolute dart to Colin Imhoff. Touchdown, Burns. That makes it 20-17. The Rebels win. It's Reggie Shaw's first ever win over Dorman. Heck of a game. 20-17 the final. How about it, Burns? TL Hanna is still perfect, rolling into Jailman's Complex to take on a Patriot team in the midst of their first winning season in a decade. But the Jackets up 23-0. Early second, Walt Smith trucking. 29-zip Hanna, and the lead only swelling. Knox Witten, a short score right here, picking up 6 at the corner store. Hanna all over JL. Man, they're 8-0 after they beat the Patriots 50-7. Powdersville playing for their second time in 5 days. The 7-0 Patriots at home against winless Carolina. Powdersville's got the ball early. Eli Hudgens rolling right, hitting Drake Sloan. Sloan's got a lane, and he's got a 20-yard Patriots touchdown as Powdersville off and rolling in this one. Carolina's Quez Slide just trying to make something happen, but the ball is popped free. Jalen Rambert scoops and rumbles. He gets pushed out after we cut away from the play, and on the next Patriots drive, Hudgens to Sloan. Double trouble. Powdersville still perfect as Sloan goes 40 yards for another Patriots touchdown. They win 56-12 over Carolina. Let's drop in a few scores for you. Dixie improving to 6-1. They beat Calhoun Falls 62-14, and Midland Valley over Blacksburg 29-26. Gaffney keeps on rolling. Their unbeaten season continues 49-28 over Nation Ford, and Christchurch beating Crescent at home 27-9. Woodmont having their best season in a long time, hosting a Hillcrest team that's caused them a lot of misery over the years. Rams seeking their 13th straight win against the Wildcats on this Friday night. Hillcrest getting hot at the right time. The Rams have won 3 straight, leading early Bennett Judy to Avery McFadden. And McFadden, he's into the end zone for another Hillcrest score. It's 12-0. Still in the first quarter. Handoff coming to Logan Coldren. We've called his name a lot this year, and he's coming right at ya. Rams lighten up the scoreboard 19-0 after the first quarter. Woodmont just trying to get back in the game. Juju Stewart, the halfback pass. A.J. Hackett on the business end. Wildcats get in the end zone, but Hillcrest pulling away in this one. They scored a whole bunch of points in this one for the Rams. That's Thomas Stanley. He wants to get away. And Hillcrest beats Woodmont 54-26. The Red Hurricanes have won 3 of their last 4, but a Category 5 opponent roaring in tonight in the unbeaten Daniel Lions, who are up 7-3 early. Chris Edge stumbling, but keeps his balance and bounces for the 15-yard score. Daniel goes up 11 points. This one all about Chris Edge. Big lane, great cutback. He's got space to move in his things. 21-3 Daniel at the half. Edge sharper than a knife. Another big-time touchdown run, and Daniel runs away from Wren 35-9. Southside Christian playing for just the 3rd time in the last 5 weeks, defending state champs at home against Whitmire. Opening drive for the Sabres, the big man, Gavin Waltenbach, drops Ja'Cory Martin in the backfield for the Whitmire sack. That's a big loss, but the Sabres will get it all back right away. Martin screened to Colin Phillips, and he's going to do the rest, breaking away from the Wolverines and throwing a couple guys on the ground to boot. Sabres on the board, just a matter of moments into the game. Some is good, more is better. TJ Goldsmith, 24 carat. A long touchdown run for Goldsmith. Sabres blow this game all the way open, and they beat Whitmire 69-0. A few more scores for you. Chesney over Landrum 23-20, and 96 planking Liberty at home 21-0. Woodruff over Emerald 42-6, and Broome beating Union County 54-27. Hey, we are taking a quick time out, but when we reconvene after the commercial break, plenty of fun football still to come, including the Riverside Warriors looking to get back on track against Wade Hampton. To get you set for that, it's Mic'd Up with Riverside head coach Matthew Rochester.
Kickoff, let's go. Hey man, they gonna get tired like that. We gotta get on the line and go. Hey, don't be afraid of the run on 2nd down. You smell that? That's the end zone. You smell it right now. We're mic'd up. Okay? But listen, he probably don't know. It look like they're moving towards the line before they snap. You gotta feel it, you gotta smell it. Let's go. Dig deep right here, go get one. I like it though. I like it, 7, next play.